sustainability is not a one day movement. It is years. It is like society coming together, people working together, and then they are trying to have the change. It is not led by a single person. It is like small bits and pieces will come together and then it will form.
Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 12 of Sustainability Simplified, your bi monthly dose of how to seamlessly build an action oriented, sustainable, and profitable business. I'm your host, Zitin, and in today's episode, I am in conversation with Ajinkya Khadpekar, who is the founder of Naturorganic, which is into creating sustainable products made using cow dung and urine. Welcome, Ajinkya. It's an absolute honor to have you. How are you today?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine too. Thanks a lot. So let's dive in. Please share a little bit about yourself and your journey of starting Natural Organic.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Ajinkya Khadpekar. I was a cinematographer. I was working for Audi, BMW, Nexa. I was shooting their ads. I was doing DI color grading.
Right.
But now I am a full-time farmer and I am working on how can I make my society better. And I'm using the word society because this is the society which has given us many things, and to shape our lives our family also plays an important role, but also the society which we live in. So now I think it is my time to give something to society. So I started working in farm and I started natural organic, and now I am trying to make my society better and I am trying to give some good products to society.
Right.
And to start natural organic, or the idea how it was born, it is an interesting story. I was going to Rajasthan and I found there was a garbage dump and two cows were eating plastics. We had stopped for tea and some stuff. So there was a man who was behind that cows, and I asked him that what is the reason that cows are eating plastic and you're allowing them to eat the plastic. So he gave me an answer which was very shocking. He said that they were milking for 7 months, now they are dry, so they are not giving me any kind of productivity, so I am not giving them food. And he kept that block as in, okay, cow is equal to milk, no milk, then I can't feed cow. And that day the journey started, that okay, there is a cow. We in our cultures we say that cow is holy mata, or like Gau Mata. There are many gods residing in cow stomach. And then I realized that if this is something written in our culture, then what is the situation currently with the cows? Then I started doing the research and I found out that this is not story limited to Rajasthan, but this is the story outside our doorstep. So I started to research that except milk, what can I do? Then I found out there are many things which I can do without milk, and that things can be implemented for making a better society. Because nowadays whatever we are getting at our home, everything is like it has one or two components of chemical.
Right.
So it might be your soap, it might be your vegetables, it might be your milk, everything. So I sat with my father one day and I asked him that what can we do. So we started, we took a land, then we got cows, we adopted them from one of our colleagues, and then we are now starting things which are related to cow dung, gomutra, and we are creating a natural paint made from cow dung, and we are building sustainable homes which has only 5% of cement, which is nothing, and that homes are more durable and sustainable than the homes which we are living in currently. So this is how Natural Organic was started.
That's quite a journey, indeed. It would be great if our listeners could also know a little more about, your business model, the products offered, And also, how do you reach out to your customers?
Okay, so very interesting question. So basically, we have a tagline from the soil to the soil.
Yes.
So it includes that whatever we are growing at our farm, things that reach out to customers, and customers they use it, and after that are used, they can be used as compost for the plants. For example, I take dhoop battis. The dhoop battis, which are made from cow dung. So the cycle starts as first step is we grow crops at our farm, which are fed to cows. So second step is cow eat that crops and they give us the cow dung.
Right.
We make dhoop sticks. People purchase it, then they burn that incense stick at their home, and whatever the ash which is remained, that can be used as compost for their plants in their balconies. So this is the complete cycle which we are following, that from the soil to the soil. So I am coming to next product, that is a natural floor cleanser. So natural floor cleanser is made out of gomutra, so which is cow's urine, and it is said that in every home we should at least spray gomutra for one time in the morning. But in modern societies that is not the case, they don't accept that very freely. So what we have made, we came out with natural floor cleanser which is made out of gomutra but has fragrance of lemongrass, orange, chandan. We have floral, we have davidoff, so that helps your vastu to be cleaned, and also it doesn't have any kind of side effects or like the cautions like keep away from the children and all that kind of stuffs, because it is 100% natural. The next product which we have is pots, like flower pots which we use for plants in our balconies. So we have created that flower pots from cow dung. So the major benefit of that is you don't have to buy any compost from outside and put in that plants. So reason behind doing this was, if some person is in the thought of having terrace garden in their balconies, and if they are bringing the plastic pots, and then they will say that okay, I will buy the soil also. The moment they buy the soil, they get in touch with artificial soil, they don't get any kind of natural soil for the plantations. To avoid that, we came out of solution that you buy the pots made from cow dung and you plant in them, you will get good yield at your doorstep, and you can eat good healthy food with whatever, with the resources you have. Then the next product which we have is, we came like nowadays, you might be knowing, you're the better person to answer this, like there are no trees around us. We are living in very tight situation, that we have chopped off many trees, many forests for our own purposes. Yeah, and still we are in that mentality that if we want to have fun, if we have to have bonfire, we straight away go to forest, we chop one tree, we have fun, we sleep, we forget it. But the process of tree evolving is of many years. It is not a process of 1 or 2 days.
Right.
It is process of years, like 100 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, and we chop it in a seconds. Like, so to find a solution, we built the idea that we have produced natural logs, the logs which are made from cow dung. We are having an approach as wherever wood is used for burning, we want to replace it with the cow dung. So whether it might be cooking at our home, in the villages, it might be Holi, it might be bonfire, it might be Christmas. it might be Diwali, whatever the occasion you want to have fire, you can use logs made from cow dung. And the next thing which I have developed is Naturo paint. So we have created a POP kind of material which we apply on our homes, which is made from cow dung, then jaggery, lime, and red soil. So we have a mixture of this substances, and then you can apply them on your walls at your home. The interesting fact about this composition is the more you pour water on it or more it comes in contact with the rains, the binding potential of that mixture gets increasing. The more amount of water, the more amount of strength in it. The amount of cement or amount of concrete we use, our soil is becoming less fertile due to this compositions or due to these reactions. And then we don't have farming, or we don't have source of having good cultivation or good agricultural land near us. Today is the time we are facing with the problem of food scarcity. So my term food scarcity doesn't mean that you will not get apple tomorrow or you will not get mangoes tomorrow, but my meaning to it is we are creating a environment around us in such a way that we are chopping agricultural lands and we are building cement concrete jungles over there. And the farming which is happening today, it is happening in a room, or it is happening in a terrace, or it is happening on the vertical columns. Like nowadays people call it like inventions of farming, vertical farming, hydroponic farmings. I'm not against it, but it is like you're going against the nature. There are five elements on earth, or five elements of nature, and you're taking out one element out of a crop and then you're giving them to eat to a person, then it will affect to their body. Nowadays people are having seedless fruits at their home. So you see watermelons, they have no seeds. Grapes, they don't have seeds, and there are many fruits they are having no seeds. And people are accepting it, and that will have strange effect on them because that are hybrid kind of things which are available in the market. So they are not the cultivated one, they are the researched ones. So they don't have that kind of factors or that kind of minerals in them which are required for our human body. And so we at Natural Organic try to give as much as natural, as much as what you say, organic things to people. We urge them to buy good and stay well. And the way to reach out to customers is like we have to create awareness among them first. Awareness is very important. Like you have taken a great initiative by telling people that okay, this is the real sustainability which is going on or which is needed. People are working in this way, that way, things are around you, you need to go and just search them. So this kind of mediums help us to get to customers. We try to create awareness amongst the people, and then people try our products, and then they are like okay, there is a difference whatever we used to get and whatever we are getting now. We think that that line, that yes, there is a difference, is point where we think that okay, we are succeeding. Because we take small families, then there will be a day where society will accept such kind of things happening.
Thank you so much for sharing that very, very detailed answer. Of course, my question was quite long, so I was expecting a detailed one. So thanks for that. I'm sure our listeners will find it useful. On another note, as an entrepreneur, and I'm also one, so I do know that usually we do come across quite a few challenges. What have been some of those challenges that you've faced or are facing, in fact, in the setup and running of Nature Organic?
Okay, so this is a very interesting question, and I'm sure that all our listeners would be very keen and eager to get or listen to the answer of this question right now. Like in the world of MNCs and corporate jobs, there is every fourth guy in a cubicle thinking of quitting his job and starting something good. And most of the time, everyone is like, I will do farming. I will do something related to sustainability. I will build an eco-friendly homes, this, that. I don't want to do jobs. And then on YouTube, he will be searching why should I quit my job, or how should I quit my job. And then they expect that I will get some kind of answers. But honestly speaking, I have only two things to say for this question: that challenges, when you say challenges, and how do I come across them, or what do I do, or what challenges I faced. The only answer to this question is I can do it and I will do it. These are the two things which motivate me when I get any kind of challenges, or when I'm stuck in my startup or stuck in my idea. Because you know that inventing something, or making something which is more sustainable is a very difficult job, and there are failures in your stages, in your steps. And if we don't get any kind of failure, then definitely we are doing mistake at some stage. So at that time I keep two things with me in my mind: that okay, I will do it and I can do it.
Absolutely. I think a lot of the challenges are about things really within us. So that's a great mantra that you just gave there.
It is, I will say it is till the point you think of doing it and you actually start doing it. There is that thin line between that two statements, that I want to do it and I am doing it. So it is just within us, whatever we are planning to.
That was quite a fantastic answer. In fact, there was a lot of advice out there too that you've given already. But I still want to ask you if there's any additional advice that you might want to give to our listeners.
Additional advice, I would like to say, or I would like to urge people that try to make our lifestyle so better, or try to give society some good things which can make our future better. Like we have the policy at Natural Organic that whatever a customer purchases from us, like whether it might be incense stick, whether it might be floor cleanser, or whether it might be a pot, a certain amount is kept aside and we plant trees. Like we plant more and more trees, and we show our customers the photos and the videos of the trees which are planted by them. Like nowadays we know that in concrete jungles you don't have any space to plant a tree, and it is very sad that today we need to run for oxygen, we need to purchase it. It is very 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 sad thing, and I think this is something nature is giving us back. Like okay, you are cutting the forest, okay, you have to buy the oxygen. Sustainability is not a one day movement. It is years. It is like society coming together, people working together, and then they are trying to have the change. It is not led by a single person. It is like small small bits and pieces will come together, and then it will form.
Thanks so much for that. I'm sure our listeners will find it extremely, extremely useful. Lastly, how could they reach out to you and Nature Organic if they wish to know more?
Okay, so if anyone wants to reach out to us, or they want to make such kind of setup at their own space or their own place, they can connect us to through Instagram, Facebook. We are starting our YouTube series very soon, so they can connect us through YouTube also. We are on the social media by the name Natural Organic, and they can connect us through Gmail also. Our Gmail ID is naturalorganicindia@gmail.com. Thank you.
Fantastic. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Ajinkya, for your time. I'm certain that this conversation will motivate many others to start and continue their journey of building and growing purposeful businesses. Thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.
It was my pleasure to be on this podcast with you.
Likewise, it was a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. And if you liked this podcast, feel free to share it in your network. My one takeaway from this episode was actually two takeaways. One was buy good and stay well, which is a great mantra. And of course, the point of attitude, which is I can do it and I will do it. I think those were two massive, massive learnings. I would love to hear your key takeaway from today too. Do share it with me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You will find me there on @Zitin Munshi. That's @ZITINMUNSHI. Also, do get in touch with us at Next Mile Co if you'd like to explore how your business can dial up the sustainability quotient profitably. You will find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram on @NextMileCo. That's @NextMileCo. Until next time.